Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be going through my March budget for 2021. I am excited to do this because, well, first of all, a lot happened I feel like in March, and also it's just a super long month, so I'm just kind of glad that it's over and that we are now in April. So without rambling for too long, I just wanted to remind you, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out and it lets me know that you guys want more content like this. Also, like this video to help out the algorithm, and let me know down below what you thought, or if you have any questions, I would love to answer whatever you have to say. So, I received some feedback from last month's video that it was a little bit confusing and hard to read because I did a screen recording, and I totally get that. It was definitely not the best, but I was just so crunched for time that I had to upload it that way. But now I've had time to change my system around, and I'm going more towards what I did for, I think it was like this time last year. So let me know what you think of this method. But to start, I'm going to go through what I spent this month, and then I'll go into the income that I received. Because I think it's important to show both your spending and your income, just to compare the two. You know, every month is kind of different for me. So yeah. All right, so to start, I'll start with one that never really changes, and that is my mortgage. So that's self-explanatory. I pay this every single month. It's $935. One thing, I don't know if it's going to be more, since I think my property taxes went up a little bit. I'm not really sure how that works, but it says that I owe $935 still, so that's what I pay. Next is restaurants and dining. This is one where I went a little bit too crazy this month. I spent $298, so that's almost $300 worth of eating out and being kind of frivolous, in my opinion. But the reason for this is because I went and spent a weekend with my sister, and it was her friend's birthday, so we all went out for drinks and dinner, and yeah, it was just kind of pricey. So that alone was $90, or actually with tip it was like $115. And then I also went to Ihop and I paid for everyone there, so it was about $70. I went to Sonic, which I have never been there before. It was all right. That was like 20 something. And then the rest of it, I'm trying to remember because I spent it with cash, so I don't have actual receipts, but I just remember how much cash that I spent. So I don't remember exactly where this went. But yeah, that was my restaurants for the month. I'm gonna try for April to not splurge as much on stuff like that because it's just not necessary. But there's that. And then the utilities. As you all know, I pay the electric bill for the upstairs unit, and I also pay for the electric down here and the gas for down here. So the electric for upstairs was $59, and the electric for down here was $44. And then my gas bill was $45. Normally my gas bill's a lot higher. It's like $100 usually. But, well, at least for me, since my gas meter is down in my basement, it's not outside. The gas people can't come and read it regularly, so I have to call them and give them an updated reading. So that usually I use less than what they assume I use, so then it goes down for the next month. If that makes sense, it's kind of like a refund for what I overpaid from the previous months. So I actually have to call them again, because I think I haven't given a meter reading in a little while, so I'll have to do that. So that's the utilities. Oh wait, I forgot to include my internet bill. So actually it's supposed to be $60 more than that. So sorry about that. So it's supposed to be $206, or no, $216. Okay, next is travel. I spent $24 on gas. Again, when I went to go visit my sister, it was about 3.5 hours away, so I used a tank to get there and back. Groceries, $95. That's not so bad. This was split between Trader Joe's, Wegmans, and the Asian supermarket. I split all this with my boyfriend, so $95 is just my portion of it. But I guess that makes sense since I went out to eat so much. I didn't really need as much food here. Okay, general merchandise. I bought on Amazon, I bought 2 things. I bought rice, and I bought this privacy screen. It's basically just like a clear plastic sheet that you kind of just stick to your windows to make it look like a privacy window. Since I have a window right in my shower, we definitely need to have that so that people can't see inside, especially since we're on the first floor. So I got that. Works pretty well. It's one of those things where you just spray water on the window and then it just like sticks to the window without adhesive. I don't believe I have anything else that I bought under general merchandise, but I guess the rice that I bought on Amazon could count as groceries, but since it's Amazon, it just categorized it as merchandise. Home improvement. I spent $999, which is kind of funny, but yeah, that's what it was. I don't remember every single thing that I bought, to be honest, but I wrote down the things that I do remember. So one of the big things I bought was from Home Depot. I bought floors for my kitchen finally. I just did some luxury vinyl tile, which I'll show in a blog or another video later. It's not fully put down yet, and I think I will have to buy another box. But I got that, and that was about $196, near $200, so it was kind of pricey. I also bought at Lowe's a bucket, a little grout saw, and I feel like I bought something else, I just don't remember. But it's in one of my vlogs too. Another big thing that I bought was an Ikea order. So I spent $600 at Ikea. So my friend upstairs and I put an order in together because they wanted to buy something and then I wanted to buy stuff. And since shipping's $100 to ship anything from Ikea to at least where I live, we decided to just do an order together so we would split. So that was nice. The biggest thing I bought from Ikea was my kitchen countertops. They were supposed to come today. I was told that the Ikea order was coming today, but then I never heard from the actual delivery company who they said I would hear from. So I'm starting to think it's not going to come today, which is kind of a bummer, but I'm not really sure when it would be coming then, maybe tomorrow. I also bought some decking for my back patio that's in the bedroom. Since right now it's like this really ugly green, like it's not even turf, it's just like a pool table material on the ground. So I got like this nice wooden decking, which I'm excited to share with you. And I bought some little stuff too, like a dish rack and some hand towels and stuff like that. All right. I also bought 3 light switches for my Hue bulbs. So I believe I've mentioned this before, but the reason I bought Hue light bulbs is so that I can turn them on and off with my phone, which is super helpful, but also so that I could buy these wireless switches, which you can just stick on any wall. You don't have to hardwire it in, and that'll just work as a light switch. So that's been super helpful. So I have those in the bedrooms, and then I also have a third one, which I think I'm going to put in the living room, but I haven't decided. And then the last thing I bought for home improvement is a door lock. So I bought a keyless door lock for the side door, which is the door that we use all the time. And that's great because now we don't have to carry keys around. But then I bought another one from eBay because it was $32 because I wanted to put one in at the front door too, which we currently don't use. So then it would be nice to be able to use either one. But I haven't installed it yet. All right, next category is clothing and shoes. Normally I don't spend anything in this category since I just don't really buy clothes. But this month I actually spent $90 at ThredUp, which is a clothing consignment company, and no, this is not sponsored, but I do really like their website because you can sort by brands and size and basically everything you want. You could just search for it, and it's so much cheaper than buying it new. So I bought 2 dresses and 4 blouses for $90, which I feel like is a good deal, especially because the brands for all of these things that I bought are from like the brands that are on Revolve or Aritzia. Also, I bought a couple stuff from there, so that was great, and a lot of them still had tags on them too. Next, I spent $6 on subscriptions, $3 for Apple, that's just my iCloud membership, and also $3 for my Ring doorbell. All right, and we're nearing the end here. The last category is health and medical. I spent $86. $63 is for my monthly Invisalign payment plan. $15 is because I had to renew my new RX. I don't know if it's pronounced new RX or NERX, but I had to renew that for a year, so it's a $15 fee to do that. And then this is for my birth control. I don't know if I said that. But you don't have to pay for the actual pills. You just pay $15 a year for the consultation. And then I also spent $7 on a prescription at Walgreens, a separate prescription. Since I mentioned in my last vlog how I think that I have hypothyroidism. So I went and got my second blood test, and then it turns out that I actually do have that. So I'm like taking a very low dose of the medicine for that. And I can't tell if it's just me, like if it's just a placebo right now or if it's actually working. But I feel like it's actually working because I feel like I have more energy, and I also feel like I don't need to take naps all the time. Like normally this time of day I would be exhausted. It's like 2 o'clock, but I feel totally fine. So I'm hoping that is, what's fixing this. Either way, it's nice that I'm feeling better. But yeah, that's my health and medical, and that concludes my entire spending for the month. So let me know, do you think I did a good job this month, or did I overspend? I think I did okay. The only thing that I would complain about is the restaurants, because that's really not necessary. But yeah. Alright, so now we're going to go into my income. This is very self-explanatory, so I'm not really going to explain it a lot. But for my salary for March, this is just from my normal job. I made $3,133, and this is all after tax, by the way. My rental income, I netted $1,100. Dividends and interest is $12. So this also includes the interest or the dividends that I've gained from my 401k. So normally I don't really check my 401k, it just kind of grows, but it's kind of cool to be earning interest and dividends on that, so I'm just going to include that now. Also, $1,400 was the stimulus that I got, which was great. And lastly, I got $277 from rewards. So I actually opened a new credit card. It's just the Bank of America Cash Rewards, I think it is. And there's a $200 bonus. So I got that bonus. And then I also got $50 from the Ikea Order, since I think I could pick like a category that gets me 4 or 5%. So I picked home improvement, and Ikea counted. So I got about $50 from that, and then like that plus my other purchases that I put on that card. And then the rest came from my Chase Freedom card. So yeah, I feel like that's like a nice array of income there. I always say that I want my salaries income to be like a smaller piece of the pie. I don't want like 90% of my income to come from that. I want to have other income streams and ways that I earn. So this is kind of cool because it's just slightly over 50% that came from my salary. I mean, a huge part of that is because of the stimulus check, which obviously doesn't happen every month, but it's still cool to see that I'm able to earn money in other ways. I think that's super important. But yep, that is my entire monthly spending and earning. I hope you like this video. It's super cloudy out today, so I think that the quality of this video isn't amazing. So I apologize if it is subpar, but today is actually March 31st, so I have to get this video up tomorrow. So I couldn't really mess around too much with the lighting and whatnot since I still have to edit this. So I hope you all are all enjoying April, since it'll be April 1st when I upload this. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, your evening, whenever you're watching this. And I will see you in my next one.